Now where? Why are we spinning? This lady was up here, I believe. Yeah, there's loot. Whatever. Oh, you guys had to go that way? I don't remember that. I mean, you technically walked right past the loot, but whatever. Oh god, past that again. Whatever, just leave it. Teacher, what's happened to you? Claim gingerly touches Miyamir's Miyamir's. I will never remember how to pronounce that. Shoulder. You're nothing but skin and bone. You can barely stand upright. Come with me. You need to rest. Rest. Seeds rest in the earth. Bones rest betwixt roots. Covered in snow, we must find an earth. Rest in earth. Until spring. Teacher. Claim calls to Miyamir with pain in his voice. He takes her face in his hands and turns it toward him, refusing to let her look away. Do you remember me? It's me, Claim, your student. I've come to bring you home. Claim. A spark of recognition flares in Miyamir's crazed eyes. Claim, what are you doing here? This place is dangerous. Go. Bone like bark, like rock, like oath. A barely discernible whisper touches your mind. It sounds like the rustling of sand on ice. She belongs to this place, mortal. She will stay here. You will not save her. Leave her killer and go on your way, or else you will stay here in her place. Who's there? Come out. Show yourself. You desire to see who I am? I will allow it. But this knowledge is not without cost. Oh no. A terrible figure. A petrified skeleton with branching horns. It seems to go out of the ground in front of me. I am miles from there, but sure. Who are you? Seabrae. The sound of the word feels like ice in your ears, like you've just laid your head on a frozen tombstone. I was a druid in old Sarkoris, long, long ago, before the surviving magic users brought a disaster upon themselves. While this land was alive, I protected it with my life. When the time came for it to die, I followed it into death. The smooth, gleaming white stones in the skull's eye sockets are fixed on the petrified tree. Our forests held secrets, ancient, sacred truths. The demons brought fire. Flesh and wood burn as well as each other. But stone does not burn. We turned our trees to stone and stood next to them as stone guardians. You chose to stand guard at any cost. Despite the fact that you must be destroyed, your loyalty warrants respect. If all Sarkorians were like you, I'd be fighting a much different war right now. Good. You understand us because you are the same as us. You also have stone inside. Oh man, he flat out called you out there, Rudgel. You also have stone inside, and a place where others have a heart. That is good. Why do you say that Miyamir belongs to this place? The insolent, foolish mortal came here seeking the secrets of the old forests. Well, I allowed her to glimpse them, but these secrets come at a cost. To preserve them, to escape the fire into the embrace of stone, we paid with our lives and souls. It is only fair that she should pay the same price. Ivu cowers slightly. He's hurting her because she's curious. Bad, scary man. Going to places of secrets and learning those secrets. That's a normal thing to do. We are crusaders. We fight demons. We share a common enemy. We're on the same side. I can't believe we're all down the hill. When this comes into a battle, it's going to suck. On the same side of what? The front, where you foreign invaders battle with invaders from the abyss for our mutilated lands? No, mortal. I may despise you less than I do the demons, but I am on one side, you are on the other. Let me take her. Name a price for her life. I will pay it. She partook of our secrets. There is but one price for them. The life and soul of all who wish to possess them. I will accept no other punishment. Oh well, so much. Leave? I don't think so. She's not yours, monster. If you won't release her willingly, I'll free her by force. She's beyond saving. I will lay the souls... Go on then. Try. Oh, we have friends. What the hell are they? Lions? Oh, Smartons. I'm not sure we're going to get hasted at all in the near future. Oh, we're at the point where she can't hit things again, and I don't remember why. I don't know why she can't do these things. Oh, Insane Half Elf's going to help us. Miyamir's going to help. Thanks, Miyamir. That's bad. Dex damage. That's very bad. Oh, Camelia's getting destroyed. And I can't do anything until I go up there. Oh, great. I'm in melee with those guys. What if... I hope Climber can't die. You're just going to sit this one out, buddy. You're too big. You're fat. This is a very narrow workspace. As it is, I'm struggling to fit everybody up there. Don't die, Miyamir! Come on, Greyball. Get up there! Okay, she's pretty screwed. Oof. That was just painful. Now I've got dex damage, and whatever the hell that was shakes. This is not going to go well. But we have a single target that I would like to kill. I would like to flame strike. Well, actually, no, this does a lot of damage, doesn't it? I don't know what does the most. Bruh. Why did I miss? What did I miss with? I rolled 13. I don't roll with dex though, so dex shouldn't be affecting me. Oh, it is. It's a -3. Oh, God. I'm definitely not going to hit shit. Do you want to move forward first before you do that? Sheesh.
Kneel before me.
He's kind of hard to hit for those of us who are debilitated, which is like the entire party. I can't really mass restoration. So we're going to channel and heal those of us who are suffering.
Wide open.
Make every strike count.
Oof. That sucked. Can you try again, please? No, you cannot. This is a rough fight.
This one is mine.
Can anyone hit?
You're in my way.
Are we at that much of a dex deficit? Oh, God. Restoration lesser. No, I need like... You don't have any spell slots because we didn't rest. That's a problem. Didn't think I'd need help, but I clearly do. Can you cast a spell at all? We're sorely in need of a friend.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Come on, Lan. Jesus, the Lan can't hit it. No one can. Oh, we're continually taking dex? Half of you are going to die permanently in a second. Okay, AoE. AoE. It's on. Where's my health flame strike? Should have just done it to start off with. I'm surprised none of you were dead from lack of dex.
I would like some time to collect myself.
I think all of us would like some time, Camellia. Land's dark bones. Land's dark moans. Wind's grey songs. Oh, it's not meant to make sense. Muttering something indecipherable, Miyamir drops to her knees before the sea of braised dust, grasping handfuls of it and pouring it from one hand to the other. Teacher, wake up, I'm begging you. Remember who you are. The woman becomes absorbed in her own musings, and then raises a slightly clearer gaze to claim, I am Miyamir. I was looking for the knowledge of the Druids so I could... I think there was a war. Yes, we were at war with someone. And this knowledge, these secrets, briars and thistles, bone and bark, this knowledge. She looks away. I discovered something important, but I can't remember what. Claim, my best student. I will tell you what I learned. Later, when I remember it. I need to rest, but later. I will tell you. I will share. I will reveal. What do you think I should do with her? The nasty rumours were true. She really did abandon her post willingly. I'm sure she had noble intentions, but none of it matters now. Look at her, Commander. She's barely alive, and she doesn't know who she is. Send her for treatment. When she regains her sanity, she can answer for her sins. What do you mean, sins? Did she know that she was going to turn into this if she got the knowledge? I highly doubt that the Seer Bray over here gave her the option or the choice. He would have been like, you want our secrets? Fine. Bam, gave them to her and then went, ho ho, by the way, it comes with a price. I don't trust that. It's so weird that Claim is so quick to condemn her. Look at her, she's raving. She doesn't know where she is. She's not fit to stand trial, let alone be punished. She's a healer, not an interrogator. This woman stands accused of desertion committed when she was of sound mind. That she fell into difficulty after that crime does not diminish her guilt. The cleric glares at Rachel but has no response. Think about it. Willingly abandoned. Are you trying to say that you never ever break the rules? She's not herself. We'll send her to the rear for healing. Thank you. We should show her mercy now and then later consider whether harsh consequences are also warranted. No harsh consequences are warranted. She came here to learn secrets to help in the war. No part of that screams desertion. You and I both, sir. Oh, it's going to be a decree? Right. Now, can we kindly get the frig out of here? This way, maybe quicker. We are damaged, fatigued. We are not having a good time. Especially not poor Camellia, who went down. Poor girl. She only tried her best. I just don't get why she outright misses. That's the thing I don't get. When everyone else misses, they roll. But most of the times that she misses, it doesn't even bother rolling. And I don't know why. Therefore, I can't fix the problem because I don't know what the problem is. How long are we going to have to rest? Oh yeah. Probably should have looted him, hey? So I don't know how to fix the problem. Yeah, we're going to rest for a long time to fix all that ability damage. Save. It's been a day. No, it hasn't. It's the same day. Never mind. Should try to move on. Just a little bit. You certainly can't get into any battles, that's for sure. You can do it. You can make it there without any battles. Do it! Yay, we made it! Good team. I don't think you guys are going to be getting any food today. He's not particularly good at it. Oh, it's only going to take 9 hours to recover all that damage. Okay, if you say so.
I've traveled some distance fulfilling this contract, but it's still better than doing a job for some jealous cuckold of a grocer whose wife's been a little too neighborly with the fellow next door. What? Sure, I took jobs like that when I was green. A man's gotta start somewhere.
Hey, I didn't express any dissent. Fine by me, buddy. Awesome. I do not regret giving Rachel religion. It is working very much in my favor. Sucks that I have so much here but can't do anything with it. Amadeus Bane would like to go here. Save. We're going to be using abilities. I mean, I know it's only a 7, but there's a lot of them. Although, we could probably just destroy them with our archers. It'll take, what, 3 rounds? Assuming they're one-shot kills, which they might not be. Yeah, they are. Anyone archers? Yes, you guys are archers. The archers can go first. Problem solved. You want to go again? Be my guest. And again? Be my guest. My god. Wow. What kind of morale are we looking at? That you just keep going and going and going and going and going. Jesus. At this point, all the other units are useless. It's just my archers cleaning up shop. No energy required. Oh, we're almost at full energy. Having relieved the last undead from their curse, the clerics discovered an artifact emanating vile energy that had been attracting the living dead to this place. After carefully sealing their find with protective spells, the clerics brought it to the commander. Thank you. So, should I try taking out these guys again? We've got numbers, so I'm going to be able to damage them quicker. But I'm still going to sustain so many losses. Or should I come down here? Yeah, come down here and attempt the 9ers? I don't think so. We should just finish the 7ers first. It's a long way to go to fail. Maybe I should only do this guy here when I'm ready to do this guy here, because they're close to one another. So I guess we're going to try Bug Boy. So if you could please do what you can to get here. Thank you. Oops, I didn't mean to continue. And you're all chilling up there, all fine. Great. We rested? Yes, we did. Then we are living. Wait, what is that? Ah, yeah. Not going there. Could get the reagents on the way down. I do need to go there and there. After we determined it was like, oh God, I was getting ready to leave. I was like, wait a minute. We came here for a reason. This is pretty unpleasant. This is Ash. What do we got going on here?
I'm gone.
Bismuth, please take a place at the rear. You're blocking the way. Who's there? One of the Queen's lapdogs?
We won't fall here.
Hi.
I swear it.
Jesus, Rachel. You've got to work on your AC. I say that, but I don't really know what to do with it. Hi. This is only going to get some of you, but it's going to be fun nonetheless. Whoops. You had to turn that one on. Poor Rachel. There's one right in front of you. If you could be so kind. Thank you. And Rachel, there is one right here.
The attack.
Wow, you guys are really weak.
The spirits demand your blood.
This is almost pitiful.
Won't survive
I'm embarrassed for you lot. Ooh, what's this? What's this shiny thing? Hal. What was the name of the teacher of Tarandalev? Hala something. I think, right? That was the name? Oh, it was yesterday, I don't remember. Stop, please stop. A red-headed man. Red? Looks like orange to me, but sure. Raises his hands in a calming gesture. This place is an abode of peace and tranquility. A place to heal the soul and the body. It's not a battlefield. Please spare this man. He started it. Who are you? My name is Hal. I am a healer, my lady, by trade and by calling. This place is my infirmary. The people you've killed were those I nursed to help myself. You say it like I instigated the problem. They had scarcely recovered from their wounds when they fell by your sword. At least spare this young boy. Again, enough with the accusatory tone. Are you working with the cultists? I am a healer. I save lives. The man looks at you resolutely, and there's a golden gleam in his hazel eyes. The vows I have taken make no distinction about who deserves to live or die. I give aid to all the injured I find in the wound. Demon worshippers are often left behind to die, and so it happens that they are the most often in need of my help. As a rule, Crusaders have their own healers in every unit, but cultists are not accustomed to looking out for one another. Their masters do not accept weakness. The commander asks you a very specific question. Are you an accomplice of the cultists or not? Instead of giving such a long speech, you could have simply said, yes, I am, and let us decide your fate. These all seem like they're answering the exact same question. I Don't listen to the scum. Death to Amadeus lackeys. Wow, okay, spare the cultist. I will spare his life, healer, but if I see him again, it will be forfeit. I understand and accept your decision. You are stern, but not cruel. This gladdens my heart. I wouldn't have let him go, Lan remarks grimly. I mean, in a normal situation, I probably wouldn't either, but he does make a point. He is a healer, and healers are obligated to heal anybody no matter who they are. So I kind of have to abide by his rules in this situation. So I can go? The boy looks at you with distrust. I want you to know, I won't change. I will remain your enemy, and Lord Baphomet will give me great powers. You're already strong. You do not need to serve demons. When you finally understand this, your soul will find peace. You already possess that which is worth the most, your life. Get out of here. Get. The healer turns towards you. His red hair blows in the wind like tongues of flame, and his hazel eyes turn to gold. His voice becomes deeper and more majestic. You acted towards this poor boy as Terendelev acted towards you in Canabras, when she treated you with no consideration of who you were, or whether you deserved to live. Oh yeah, that did happen. I can feel the touch of her magic upon you, like a last lingering farewell. Good God, he's bigger than I thought. That is it, Halaseliax. I would never remember that in a million years. He kind of looks green in this light, but I know he's supposed to be gold. The dragon looks down on you from above. With every move of his powerful muscles, his golden scales shimmer and shine. Terendelev made the right choice, child. As did you. You were not born a dragon, but the true spirit of a dragon is within you. It is as strong in you as it was in her. Trust me, I knew Terendelev well. I am the gold dragon, Halaseliax. It was once my honor to teach the protector of Canabras. Ooh, well, that's it. Now, big grown-up dragon is here. I could already tell I'll be scolded and instructed and instructed and scolded. Ivy's face is full of mischief. The gold dragon's expression looks almost like a smile. I always thought that you chaotic dragons took such lectures as praise. I was once told as much by one of your relatives. Apparently, if a gold dragon doesn't scold you, it means you've done nothing of interest. That's definitely one way of looking at it. I like it. Well, that is definitely not true about me. Everything I do together with my best friend here is interesting. How about you and Lyria go talk and discuss your grown-up things? And I'll be very sneaky and tie a rattle to your tail. Oh, were you testing me? Life itself was testing you. I merely seized the opportunity to look upon you, the last soul helped by Terendelev. We could use a gold dragon in the crusade. Do us the honor of joining us. Heliak shakes his head. Not now, I'm afraid. I have my own responsibilities to metallic dragons, but I will watch you from afar and see if you are ever, and if I see you are ever need of dragon's wisdom, I will not be the only one willing to come to your aid. Oh, that's so sweet. I have a spirit of a dragon within me. What am I supposed to do? Remember that life is a journey. Some go through it faster, others slower, but we all reach an end where nothing can be changed. As long as we are alive, so too is the hope of change. While we are living, we can do much good and change the world for the better. I taught this to Terendelev when she was on the brink of despair. She thought that, now tarnished, she was doomed to suffering and evil. But I showed her that as long as we are here and not at Pharasma's throne, nothing is lost. And no one is lost. Choose the actions that will make the world better, such as the path of a gold dragon. I know you tried to save Terendelev from corruption. How did you manage to succeed? The dragon closes his eyes for a moment. Terendelev. Here she found shelter, fighting the desire to decimate and destroy. I flew here to help her. The sun rose and fell more than once as she poured out all her hatred upon me, all the pain that was tearing her soul apart. Many times we found ourselves at one another's throats, ready to fight. Many times her words wounded me deeply. But in the end, I got through to her. I found the right words, and I stayed with her here in this place of peace and rest until her soul found healing. Evil attack. I wouldn't add a dragon's head to my trophy collection for a long time. Wow, I would probably leave the party if I did that. Okay, well, farewell, Halaseliax. Is that it? We just have a nice friendly chat. I would say until we meet again, child. Okay, well, I guess there must be more to this whole dragon-y thing than just this, because that cannot be the end of that. That's a problem for later. Is there anything else up here? This kind of looks like a dead end to me. And indeed it is. Right. Well, that was smaller than I was expecting. And it's now done. The fate of Tarendalev and her mentor Haliceliax has been revealed. It was undoubtedly a valuable lesson for all who aspire to join the Crusades for reasons of heroism and the so-called triumph of justice. Even for dragons, it is nearly impossible to escape a painful death in the wound. Tarendalev triumphed due to her indomitable dragon spirit, but who else possesses such strong power of will? I don't really care if we miss this quest. I really don't. On the cusp. Yeah. We'll get there. Eventually. So Azil, do you want to help Rajol, please? Where are your healing spells? Here. Cure serious wounds. God, I can't believe you can only do this 2 times. You see what I mean about him not really being a healer? Dayron absolutely nails the healing by comparison. Sozil's so pathetic. You heard that, Sozil? I called you pathetic. I don't like spontaneous. I don't like prepared casters. So we were going down to the reagents. Thank you. Save. We might as well start up with the fouled barrows, I think. There's probably stuff here I can do, but I can't see it or reach it because I haven't gotten here because of the armies. I sort of feel like at this point of the game I probably should have gotten here, and I just haven't. You're only fatigued, you'll be fine. Oh, iridescent streaks appear in the bilious violet sky above the deserted lands. The streaks are not an ordinary Golarion rainbow. They look more like oil dropped in water. The sweltering haze in the sky seems to waver along the streaks. Time and again, one of the commander's party spots some movement out of the corner of their eye and reaches for the weapon, only to immediately realize they were mistaken. The ground underfoot turns a muddy grey, covered in a dense layer of ash expelled by geysers. Curious natural phenomena not uncommon in these parts. In the distance, barrows can be seen, appearing only as vague piles of rocks in the haze. The wind whips clouds of ash into the faces of the commander and her party. Along with the ash, the wind ushers in ragged grey clouds that shroud the sky. A giant eye of cloud unblinkingly watches the commander and her party from above. One can only imagine how insignificant the creatures struggling across the land must seem from such a height. And a break in the clouds, the white of the sky's eye pulses, ready to burst like a boil. Ew. The dark cloud of the pupil grows blacker still. The commander decides to study the shape of the clouds more closely. What do you mean choose character? Try to recall any previous mention of such phenomena. What? Did Regil have my world knowledge? What do you mean by choose character? Like, should I be rolling him because it's his perception? I've never had to do this before, so I'm not entirely sure what it means. I'm just going to load it if I fail this check, because I don't understand this. So she would be the one rolling the perception check. Yes. Okay, then why are you making me choose? That's weird. Too bad if I go in again and I don't get that. Okay. Is that a change they added to the game? Why are you making me choose? It's so bizarre. Oh, Lan, obviously. Lan observes that in this wind, the ordinary storm clouds cannot coalesce into clear shapes. The air throbs with peril. There is no mere storm. What's brewing is something brought by the abyss and possibly only in the wound. Try to recall any proofs. 26 with a +7. He'd have to roll a 19 or a 20. Somehow, I don't think so. Smoke for the barrows! Living creatures can be beaten, but one cannot conquer a force of nature. The commander decides to run for cover. The party manages to reach the barrows before the storm swells into full force. Suddenly something suddenly drops from the sky, landing with a splat at the commander's feet like an overripe fruit. It is white, about the size of a chestnut. It has a dark center, and the longer the commander stares at it, the more it seems like something is staring back. The fruit looks disturbingly like an eyeball. The whirlwind, fruit and eyeballs look very, very, very different. Unless it's like a lychee or something. The whirlwind of ash stops the party from looking up to see what is happening in the sky. Perhaps a carrion bird was transporting its already rotting prize home. At least, that's what the companions are hoping as they cluster around the milky white eyeball. A second eyeball lands nearby with an unpleasant squelch, leaving only a bloody splash on the ash-covered ground. 2 eyeballs cannot be a coincidence. The looming rocky ledges, which give the barrow the appearance of a hill, look like they could come crashing down on the party's heads at any moment. However, they do offer protection from a storm. The horrific hail misses the party almost entirely, and eyeballs land around them in a wet cacophony. The land around the barrows looks more like a dumping ground than a burial ground. The storms have bleached skulls and bones, rusted armor, and dented swords. This is a familiar sight. More surprising are the arms and legs of golems scattered around the waste. The once snarling faces of animals that now lack all resemblance to their living brethren. Things that look like horse carcasses but with broken mechanical legs. Why does that look like it says like light but in a really screwed up word? Oh, it's meant to say a word. Bright, and that this... Okay. Everything is brown with rust and long forgotten. A battle was fought here once. Through the veil of ash, the party struggles to find the entrance to the barrow. Perception is probably going to be a highest jerk. Yeah, Lan, go for it. Lan taps on the rock to test its solidity, trying to find a weak point, a crevice, or a door. Victory smiles on him. The next strike is answered with a ringing of iron. The ash-darkened piece of metal that covers the entrance crumbles under Lan's attack. Just looking at the picture. Looks pretty foreboding. What's that on the wall? Markings of some sort. The mouth of the barrow is cool and smells of damp and dust. More of the ash lies underfoot, pressed into a glossy, slippery crust. It is clear the barrow has been constructed above a cave system. The deliberately carved out corridors stretching off into the barrow's depths leave room for natural passageways. The wind, wailing through the stalactites in the dark, carries a strange sound similar to a desperate human cry. Help me, help me. The party strains to hear it and decides. Oh yeah, sure. Go for it. Good luck. You got a +10, which is more than they're recommending. Lan listens intently and concludes that the voice does not belong to any beast or monster he is familiar with. Perhaps it is an illusory sound produced by the air whispering through the stalactites. But it is also impossible that there is someone there in the dark crying out for help. Go towards the voice, because why wouldn't you? We got this far, right? Lyra cannot ignore the cries for help, and the party rushes toward the sound, frequently looking around for enemies or traps. A strange thing, the closer they get to the voice, the less distinct the pleas become, blurring into the grinding screech of a rusty mechanism. The only passage leading further into the barrow finishes in a dead end. A spacious cave, its walls decorated in frescoes that have almost entirely faded over time. Before the companions have a chance to decide whether to look for a door or turn back, the cave floor, which seems solid with well-trodden ash, vibrates and begins to ripple like water. One after another, the commander's companions are sucked into the thick, ashy mass like they have stepped into quicksand. The party makes a run for the exit. The commander tries to grab hold of projections on the wall. The party needs to assess the situation. The party understands that panicking is pointless. Assessing the situation and formulating a plan of attack is much more useful. When they stop struggling, they notice that the quick ash seems to loosen its grip and turn. Below, they can hear strange noises like grinding metal. Could there be a mechanism drawing the quick ash downward? The exit from the cave is still toe high up, and now the party have only one route out. Down. Closing your eyes tight, the commander takes a deep breath and dives. God, you better hope it's not a meat grinder. That would be a bit gruesome. Is there any point holding on? Just go for it? Or do you want to get points for the athletics as well while we're here? The party notices fissures in the nearest wall and tries to grab onto the cracks to climb out. The commander's companions, it didn't ask me who wanted to do it, hang suspended above the quagmire for a time, but they cannot move any further. There are no other ledges on the wall to grab onto. Even the strongest party members begin to lose their grip and gradually slide back down. Let's go. Oh boy, that looks almost as bad as the meat grinder hypothesis. The quagmire's resistance vanishes as expected. The commander opens her eyes, sensing that she is in freefall. Through the gloom, she sees a spear sticking out parallel to the ground, and she manages to grab hold of the wood and hang suspended from it. What about the rest of the party? Suddenly, everything jolts into action. Dozens of daggers, swords, and spears spring out from all sides, whistling through the air, but there is no enemy ambush. The weapons are being brandished by the pistons and loudly scraping gears of a giant mechanism. The spear that saved the commander was so rusted in its piston that it is no longer able to move. The party has found itself in the heart of a giant metal flower growing up out of the ashy quagmire covering the floor. The Uranag, built by the forges of the abyss, tries to close its petals, crushing, mashing, and cutting its victims to pieces, but years of lying dormant in the darkness have taken its toll. Its articulations move with a soul-shuddering screech and become easily jammed. The mummified bodies of unlucky crusaders can still be seen hanging speared on rusted blades. If the commander wants to avoid their fate, she must figure out what makes the Uranag move. Yes. Even a magical mechanism. See, why did we have options before and now we don't? I really don't understand. Even a magical mechanism is still a mechanism. From above, the commander has a good view of the Uranag's inner workings. Large toothed wheels are set into motion by gear shafts. It all becomes clear. If the gear shafts can be jammed, the movement will stop. The commander is almost out of time. Another few minutes and it will all be over. Realizing that a simple escape isn't possible, the commander decides to try jamming the Uranag's main mechanism in the heart of the flower. She looks around for something sturdy and finds a hammer in the hands of a dead paladin, a staff over the shoulder of a dead monk. They're all shit options. I guess I'm going to get the object I grab, but I don't use tower shields, I don't use staves, and the only hammer I use is a gnome hooked hammer, which I don't think is what you're going to give me. The commander is almost out of time. Another few minutes, and it will all be over. Realizing that a simple escape isn't possible, the commander decides to try jamming the Uranag's main mechanisms in the heart of the flower. She looks around for something sturdy and finds the body of a paladin clutching a warhammer, and his hands of bone hangs from one of the Uranag's hammers pointing directly upward. The commander is lucky that this warrior chose to meet his death with weapon in hand. The commander drags the body toward it and grabs the hammer, but the Servant of Light's grip is still surprisingly strong and refuses to relinquish the weapon. The bone arms are easily ripped from the skeleton shoulders, still holding the hammer. The commander tosses the lot into the heart of the Uranag. The hammer falls, sparking off the gears and getting stuck between them. And a furious screeching and scraping, the Uranag tries to grind up the hammer, but it cannot. A tremor travels up the petals, there is a deafening cracking sound, and the Uranag stills. Forever. After carefully extracting themselves from the clutches of the broken Uranag, the commander and her party find themselves up to their knees in ashy sludge once more. But this time, it only harmlessly squelches under their feet as they walk. A dark breach yawns before them, and the cry of the commander heard at the entrance to the barrow rises up again. Help me. Since there is no other route, the commander decides to pray for the crusade. Ha! 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 Who do you think I am? Loot, yo, loot! The commander searches the crusaders' bodies. What the dead no longer need may prove useful to the living. Exactly! Waste not, want not. Fortune smiles at her. The party will be leaving the Uranag's cave richer than when it went in. After all its ordeals, the party finally goes up to the surface. How? How do you get up to the surface? You fell through a hole in the ceiling. And emerges in a small chamber. Pipes protrude from numerous openings dotted all over the walls, and they connect to a small box adorned with Baphomet's symbol. The box cries out, producing high plaintive noises that, when carried through the pipes, begin to sound something like, help me. The commander knows this is just another demonic mechanism created to lure crusaders into the barrow. She smashes the box, scattering the small bolts and gears across the room. Silence reigns. There are no secrets left in this place now. Fencer's gift, gold coins 2371. Okay, that doesn't sound like a hammer. I guess it was irrelevant what item I picked. What did we get? None of those look like a fencer's gift. We'll figure it out later. I'm not equipping it now anyway.